Good evening and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about foam rolling. So I've been needing to make this video for a while. So there are different types of foam rollers. I've got this tall one. One of my friend's kids took a bite out of that one. This was given to me by one of my clients. Thank you, Cheryl. And it actually comes with a fascia blaster too. Now this fascia blaster comes in handy. So these parts in the middle roll. This is your handle, and you get to roll out your muscle, just like you would roll out dough. And this is a good tool for a lot of things, but some things you just can't get to very well with this tool, like you just can't get enough pressure. So that's where foam rollers come in, and different sizes for different things. So I'm going to go with the biggest one because we're going to start with the easiest ways to foam roll and the basics. So the easiest thing to do is to put it on your back. Now if you're skinny, you need to watch out for or if you have any kind of spinal issue where your spine protrudes, then you'll need to be careful on this and start on the upper back where the rhomboids and everything are. And so you'll just lift the butt up as you just roll back and forth. And you can roll side to side. You can roll out the shoulders. Whew. Right shoulder needs it. Now, you can also take that foam roller or its baby sister and foam roll the neck area. Rolling side to side, trying to lift your back up off the ground. Being careful, so when you come back to the center spine, you don't want to try to lift up directly here because you're going to possibly injure your spinal column. So when you come back to the middle, try to keep your back on the ground more. And as you turn away from that middle, you can start trying to lift it up again. Now if you place it more at the base of your skull, you can try to lift that back up a little. But I still wouldn't try too much unless you're really confident. But you can use the glutes to help lift instead of trying to lift the whole body up. So we'll put the baby sister away for a second. And so we're going to roll out the glutes and the hips and the legs. So I like to start here and just roll the legs out. And now this takes some upper body strength at first. Now, when you get to the backs of the knees, I pull my knees up so that they're not like hitting exactly on the back, because you don't want to roll right over the back of the knee with as much pressure as you can. You want to try to take pressure off. So you can even come down on the mat and take it to the bottom before you start again. Oh, calves are worse. Whew. And you don't have to roll the whole length. You can just do the hamstrings. The IT. The quads. And I'm going to roll out the other IT. And then you can take it to the calves, rolling them side to side. Now, if you want more pressure on any of this, let's say I want more pressure on my hamstrings, I will stack my legs so that now the weight of both legs is on here. I can even put the leg here. I can even lift up. So all the weight's going to be here and there. So you can try always adding more weight. Now with the calves, I'm going to do them one at a time because my calves are bad. They were the worst parts of my body for so long. Still are, apparently. When I was a kid, I was invincible. I played basketball, football, baseball, track, cross country. Stopped playing football when I realized I was 6'3", 129 pounds, and everyone else on the team was a foot shorter than me and 100 pounds heavier and bulkier than me. I'm like, I'm strong, but unless I can kick them in the head, I quit because I was too tall and skinny for tackle football. Loved flag and touch though. Going to the right calf. So you may not be able to lift off the ground, but just slide your body along if you can. The more you do this, the more upper body strength you'll get. You definitely need some at first because lifting yourself up might be a challenge. Don't roll the front. Do not do that because you're going to be rolling that shin bone, just only the backs of the calves. Now, you can roll the chest and the arms out and the forearms. This is where it gets a little more complicated and you have to get into it. Oh, speaking of which, let me show you the low back because a lot of people have low back issues. So we'll do this first. So what I do is I lay on my back and I put this above the iliac spine, above that hip bone. And I'll roll side to side. Now, you can walk that foam roller down if you want, just to see if there are any spots you want to hit. But what we're going to do from here is try to walk it up. Or you can place the feet on the ground and walk it up. And you'll just let it hang here. Again, this is where you focus on that breath, and where my breathing video comes in handy, or any breath work that you've studied. Learn to calm the body and the mind using that breath and the knowledge that you are in control. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down and lay our chest on the roller. I'm going to start by putting my whole body on the ground, and you can just do this. Even this hurts my left shoulder so much. And I'll roll, looking up toward the sky. This is actually very painful. Which unfortunately means I need to do it more often. But I'm not going to roll to that side because the mic's right there. So we're only going to do the left. So I'm going to place my left arm behind my back and begin to roll toward that shoulder. And here you can roll out the deltoids. You can even lift up. You can roll out the pecs. Roll out the intercostals. Ooh. And the obliques a little, not too much. Not with the arm where it is. And then you can just take that arm straight out and try to roll that arm this way. I don't really have any spots to hit on the arm here. So what I do have to hit is the forearm. Now, there are ways to hit the forearm. Hitting the forearm is very hard. So I've got to, actually we're going to do the right because I've got my watch on that. So, oh, there. I was trying to figure out how I did it. So, I'll take my palm and face it up, lay on the foam roller so that I can lay my body on top of it and add weight that way. And you can always adjust, roll it up. That actually doesn't hurt at all. A little there, oh. There it is. And you can turn it the other way too. Turning your palm down so you can get the wrist extensors. This hurts more. Oh. Now, if you're looking, you can also foam roll the hands by doing the same thing with the hands. Palms up or palms down. Always go slowly. The slower you go, the more you can focus on what you're doing. Now, one of the easiest things I tell you to do to start with a foam roller is going to be when you are watching TV. So just when you're watching TV, pull a pallet out, put some mats down on the floor, and what you're going to do is you're going to take that foam roller and you're going to stick it right here. Now you can roll it around wherever you want and just sit back. Palms of the feet facing up, and you're going to rock side to side. Oh. Rolling all the way down to the ankles. Rolling those feet side to side. Oh, that felt good. Got a cramp in my foot. Trying to breathe it out. There we go. My cramp. Okay. Now, when you get tired or in too much pain, you want to take a break, you want to switch it up, what you're going to do is you're going to take that foam roller and put it under the feet. And the further out your feet are, the better. So it's just your toes. And then you'll begin to sit back toward the toes. I was already cramping up, so this is fun. Oh. But you're going to drive the heels toward the ground. You can lift the knees up off the ground. Roll out the top of the feet. A lot of popping. And I think that's a pretty good start for a foam rolling class. If you have any questions, any areas that you're not sure of how to foam roll, any suggestions, let me know. If you like this video, hit like at the bottom. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get enough to label the channel for the studio. So, thank you, and until next time, I'll see you then.